Hey, I'm here. I slept through last night. No show last night. Um, I almost called into Toby's show today. That'd be a surprise to him, wouldn't it? Nobody's here yet. I wonder if somebody else went and streamed after Davio. He signed off. There, hey Jason. You know, subtle and substitute are they start out spelled the same. Subtle, substitute. You know, because they mean basically the same thing. Subtle is to find a substitute, and Forrest mentions finding the substitute several times in the book. But I went out today with my drone and flew over some amazing. I found this rock outcropping that was like, wow. There, I can run some of the video of it, but yeah, I was on Davio. I was chatting with Davio, and I couldn't chat on Toby's, and they got so much. They've been talking about stuff that I talked about a long time ago. You know, Shelley and her secrets, the secrets. Well, and she was kept bringing up the two can keep a secret, two can keep a secret, two. The original was three can keep a secret if two of them are dead. That was said by Benjamin Franklin. And there we go. There's a subtle substitute for George Washington. And subtle is the hand gesture George Washington's making. That's a Masonic. It's actually biblical. That's the hand of God sign that he's doing. And he does it in the story about Bella also. The drawing has that hand of God's hand sign that's in the George Washington portrait. And he did that to me at February 2017 while he's doffing his hat. Stream hopper. Yeah. Davio forget what he talked about a minute ago. I just kind of the same thing, but I went for a ride this afternoon. I plotted on Google Earth. You know, there was a shortcut to get down to the Rio Grande River, where this valley exits, where basically the valley ends and the hills start, and the Rio Grande is going through what used to be a dam that kept this whole valley flooded. And now it's a little canyon going through there. And I found some amazing rock sculptures there. I'll get this one up and I'll put it on this screen, and I'll turn this around. Like, look at this guy standing right here. I made a new thing to hold the phone here. You see the legs? See his legs here? These are his legs coming here, and there's the other leg. Here's the body. Here's the head. There's somebody standing there. If you back off, it's easier to see him. There's clearly somebody standing there. There's other people in here. And there's this hole through the rocks. I'm not daring enough to fly my drone through there, but I got a pretty good picture in there. And when Forrest says, as I've gone alone in there, where does he go alone? He goes alone in his shower. And what's he do? He marble gazes at the designs in the marble, in the marble rock in his shower. I'll cruise through these pictures. Show you. See, this is same formation, but here's this guy. Here, does he have a smile on? See, look at the smile. That's his backside. That's his butt cheeks there, man. And look, there's other people standing over on this end. This is two people face to face kissing or hugging or whatever. That's a man, you know. Let's go another picture. It's the same rock formation. He's over here, the one figure. And there's others. This is some other figures there. Sir Dent, blessing you, sir. I'm descended from the Declares, Davio. You know who the Declares were? in the Da Vinci Code. They were the guys laying entombed in the floor. Those are my ancestors. Here you see there's, here's that couple standing there. There's other things going on over here. But let me run this. I got something better to do better than that. We'll run. Is it this one? We'll run that one. Does it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just take you on a little flight. Hey, come on, take off. Boom. There's my rocks. Okay. So this is what I flew today. And my drone, it's kind of, I'm not used to them yet. So there's some jerky, and it's a jerky drone. It doesn't have a gimbal. So, but it does pretty good without a gimbal. But you see the face on the end of the rock here. This is poke him in the eye. And there's another faces behind him. See the... I can zoom in a little bit. See that face on the end of the rock? Look at that eye socket. And, oh, come on, thing. And, this phone. Get zoom like I want, Okay. Yeah, that's about as good as I'm going to get it. Might rotate a little there. But you'll look and you'll see all of these rocks are figures. There's somebody sitting here. Somebody, see the legs here. These are the legs. Somebody's standing there. There's somebody standing in here with their arms crossed in front of them. There's somebody right next to them there. There's somebody laying down here. Look, see the body laying there? There's a hole through the rock. And look at this. These things, that rock in the middle is being squeezed by the rocks on either side and being held over that gap. I'm going to fly up closer. Look at the guy sitting on the end. I know where to find these things. See, guys, this one's smiling at us. Some head face in there. There's a face laying in, and who knows what's underneath this. And here's a whole row of people across here. Yeah, it was hell getting there. I took all kinds of wrong, Google Maps. It took me to a creek, thought it was a road. See the head on face on the end of that there. Now we see this guy standing here. There's that hole through the rock. Oh, okay. So we go to the next video. Is that one gonna? Nope. See, I made like 4 recordings and or like yeah, four different flights, but I only got two of them. Something with the I didn't get them all. Here's oh, I'm just walking with it there. Here we go. Taking off in the weeds. Yep, there I am. Now this is, see, the other one that cut off, that was the first flight here. This one, because that other one, I continued it and I lost that video. I knew it because when it landed, it kind of had a hard landing. And when it has a hard landing, it shuts the power off. And see, there's the guy landing. It's here. And so I lost the video. So I knew to do another flight. And so this was the second flight of that the same thing here. You see that face on the top of this too? There's that head in there. Look at him. That's amazing. There's somebody hiding back here. There's art on here, and there's art on there. And there's smaller figures printed on top of the bigger figures. It's a look at that head right in there. That's what Orbison. See, and there's that rock we were. This is one with the. Oh, I'm heading over for this rock. Because this was the whole line of people across here. Look at them. Look at them. And the guy standing right here. There's Stick Man. That's Stick Man right there. There's that red eye. Wait, what happened there? There he is. But there's all kinds of other see, here's somebody sitting there. There's their knees. The knees and the head. And it's just amazing that they either modified the landscape that was there or they made these rocks or something. You know, I think they probably adapted what was there and sculpted it to bring out what they were seeing. No, I have found so much of this stuff that it took thousands of years to do. It couldn't have been done by cowboys or Spaniards or anything. This took thousands of years to create all that I have seen. There he's standing there. Now we're going to go up some of these other rocks, and you'll see a face on the end of this one. See him? Turn this off. You see that face right there? Look at that smile, two eyes. You get closer, it looks a little different, you know, but that's, yeah, this is just from my video, and my phone pointed at the screen. Yeah, they used ochre and stuff to color. There's designs, there's stuff cut. It's very ancient. See, look at this. It's a whole row of people. Going across. Look, there's somebody laying there with their legs up there and their heads down here. Their legs are up there. There's somebody laying on their back here. See, the arm and the head. And there's somebody's head on top of him. And there's another person laying in here. There's their head. And look at he's got a smile. That guy's got a smile. That's the troll smile. I'm way down there. And now this red rock, this is a face and a chief, and this is his headdress. Like, it's a couple, yeah. Oh, Jack. Ah, No, destiny. It's destiny. Fate is too much like death. You know what the frogs are a clue to? The frogs are a clue that when Forrest Fenn croaks, the whole thing's over. Gig is up. Frog gig. The gig is up when he croaks. Oh, Forrest will laugh at that. You gotta be as crazy as the guy who hit it. And I was looking there. There are no capital D's in the poem. No capital D's in the poem. There are 25 lowercase d's. So what D25? That'd be December 25th. As when he was home for Christmas after he was shot down. I had to let Jack out. You can watch that a second. No narration while I'm letting Jack out. Look. So yeah, see, and I have to turn and see where I'm at, make sure I don't crash into the ground. Because when I get down this end, I'm losing sight of the drone. I'm only flying by what I can see on there. And I know approximately where he is, where it is. It's about level with the thanks, Box Hound. This knowledge is beyond vast. It's a 1080. I mean, I've got it on 23-inch monitor, and it's high def. Look at that big face, this big head here, the nose, the eye, the earring. Look at that earring, you know? There's another face on that rock. But there's 3 people going that make up that, and there's other people in that. It's just crazy, you know? Because I call it 4-dimensional. There's extra dimensions. Wish my phone wouldn't darken the top of the screen. Because it's not like that on the this face here. This, see the nostrils? It's a face looking up. But there's a group of people, and I spotted these people inside here. You see the woman in there? Hold still. Right here. See, there's a couple inside there. There's their heads. And you see her arms coming down in front of her. I'm going to get closer. And you see the guy standing in the back here. And then the couple sitting here in the front. You know, what do we name that? I could name that. There's Forrest and there's Peggy. You know, Forrest named his freaking parachute. Nothing wrong with naming a rock. And look, this is an elephant trunk figure too. Curls up right here. But you can see her face it gets clearer when I get closer here. That face. And then the other people. And this is about where the drone says, hey, my battery's low. See, now it's going to go up. There was a spot here. It kind of, I lost kind of control, and I know now that when it's not doing what I want it to do, and kind of drifting, go up. Go up is rescue. See, because here I'm drifting toward the cliff. So I got to go up. But you can see all the figures in here. Oh, now we're up on top of the thing. Yeah, there are naked people and there are people doing the naughty. Yes, that's all part of the. Uh, that's what ancient art. I mean, and archaeology. Archaeology came from the first arch. It was the first form of art. Was archaeology. See, now I'm way up above this. That's the ridge I was flying along, and I'm way down there. But you can see the figures all standing in here, and the heads are kind of, So that's pretty much that flight. Did I let him in? No, I just let him out, and he's wanting to get back in. But look at this whole row of people standing along this ridge, all the way across there. This whole thing is that way, and this is a group here. And there's probably a mammoth figure in the middle of it. Yeah, look at the head looking back on this side. Okay. Gotta get Jack. Let Jack in. In and out, dog. Threw a treat at him. Okay. Now this is my first flight I did today. So I don't know why the first flight shows up, but the second and third one, I got nothing. And I know I flew it. This was cropping where I started, and you'll see some shapes. Did you see the face on that? Look there, right there, that big head laying there. There's the legs, and there's the head. It's the head. There's somebody laying there. There's it laying on top of other people. You're impossible, Jack. If you were a person, they would call you a whiner, Jack. Yeah. Oh, now you gotta go fly out around. See, oh. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna fly over the thing. Yeah. Slee slacks. Almost saw the props. Look at that face looking up out of there. And boom, right over the top. Reminds me, I had to take my antibiotic. Yeah. Take antibiotics before sinus surgery, and they're giving me antibiotic antiviral after sinus surgery. So I'll be pretty much protected from Any Coronas? I think I went to a public place once in the last week. Well, no, I went and got Chinese food on the way home. Yeah, did you see that hand down there with the finger? Or yeah, that's the road came down, but I took the back road. You see Mount Blanca. Mount Blanca is way over here. There it is. There. That's Mount Blanca when you see it. Right there at Mount Blanca. And guess what? This is on road U. What is a U? It's an upside down omega, right? And what is a D? What if you take D and flip it upside down? It's a 9. I didn't say rotate it. I said flip it upside down. Take the bottom and move it to the top without rotating it. The 9 is an upside down D. Guinness is better. Yeah, they're going to have the Guinness buyer. Looks a car coming down the road. I turned too fast to see him come by. But yeah, this formation, and there's another, see, this is big happy face up here too. It looks like somebody laying there and somebody laying with their arm over them on top of them. You know, it's like a pile of people. You're going to get daring. You know, fly up to the pilot here. Testing my proximity to rocks and stuff. Chewing gum. I have no sound on my laptop. Lucky the video's playing. I need a new computer someday. Because mine fails. There's Jack running on the rock. Yeah, you'd probably throw up if you flew on my airplane. You went to the gator farm. You could have come down here to the rock with me. I can take you down there and explore these rocks that I just shown on this drone. We can go down there and explore. I don't think the rattlesnakes have come out yet. Hey, Sean. See, there's the rock with the finger. Yeah. This is near the highest altitude. Rattlesnakes don't really get much higher than this. And so there are very few of them. There's even less here than, there's Jack. You know, watch how close I come. I have to get a little altitude and make sure I don't hit that rock. You know. Yeah, you'll let me know. Uh, Have you been to Zapata Falls? That's about 27 miles north of here. It's not far from the Gator Farm. It's below the sand dunes, just south of the sand dunes. Yeah, and you see, I took my car up this. That other rock formation was up this dirt road, and I have to ride the high spots, and I caught one rock underneath. It was like, oh shit. See, these are intense. These are carved, and there's stuff in them. You see the raised. It's 14,000 years old, and it's got lichens growing all over it and shit. So you it's hard to see, but like the eyes are pitted, and the pitted areas will attract things to grow in them, and so the plants growing will follow the creases in the rocks and stuff. See that old happy face guy down here? This is a big head. There's another head there laying this way, looking that way. And got to find some soft soil around the base of things like this. And if you dig down, you might find some old artifacts. Because you aren't going to find much of anything up on the rocks. Those have been people drinking, partying there for 200 years. And but out here, like you might, if you dug a hole out here, not far from the base of the rocks, you can get to where the ground level used to be, and find maybe some of their arrowheads and things that they probably sat around here making arrowheads, you know. So you're getting dangerous. It says I know how to fly. Coast to coast. 1106. So yeah, I haven't listened to Coast to Coach. I listened to John B. Wells though. You know, and I've tried to send coast to coast pictures of stuff and all that, and the email always gets returned. They don't accept any. Yeah. Boom. Ah! Oh, out here are those rocks. The other rocks are over here in the disc. And I really need somebody with a four-wheeler and go further up this road. And I wanted to fly across the Rio Grande River over to these other rocks that look like, because they're omega shaped formation. Boom, bounce. Boom, 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 boom. That was a hell of a flight. What's this one? Walking with it. Oh, no, nothing. No, that's the same one we just watched. That's walking with it. But okay, we saw all the videos. So these are the pictures of the rocks. Still, you see the legs here. These two are the legs. There's somebody sitting here. There's their head. There's somebody sitting right next to him. See his smile and his nose and his eyes. See this couple here. There's eyes. There's the eyes. The mouth. And this guy here. Wiggy. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. You remember Buck Rogers? Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. But see, it's got the eyes are here. There's the mouth. There's a woman right behind him. Can you turn it? There's that couple standing in the middle. Okay, we'll go to the next picture. I did some panoramas with my panorama program. Come on, up there, tilt. And you let go and the tension, it takes it somewhere else. See the knees? And there's like a woman sitting here or something, and maybe the guy holding her. I don't have the top of the head's cut off. Oh well. Oh, that one's not. That one's not cut off. And you see there's a face on here with dark hair. this guy back here, you see his smile. There's somebody in here. It's hilarious. It's cartoon land. Look at the people sitting down here. See, there's a head. That's a head. There's another head. There's a couple people here sitting in here. There's another face on that rock. Every one of them. Pareidolia is in every fucking rock that's there, man. and then this whole thing is an elephant with the trunk coming down. You know, they combine stuff. There's a good shot of it with the top and all. Like go up on top. Be neat to sit up there. Fly the drone around. That's the one with the sick man there. And look at the you see the spiral, the Fibonacci, the spiral in here. It comes up this way and like that. What that you know what curls up like that? An elephant trunk. And so you look for the elephant head here with the trunk coming up. It's hidden in there. It's all hidden in plain sight, just like Forrest Fenn's treasure is hidden in plain, because this is what his treasure's about. Should get my mouse on the right thing to next frame. Yeah, what's this red in here? That's another face in there. Let's see, little red face Indian. Pale face. We're pale face. Oh, look at this head. You see it? Get it over here. It's laying there sideways. That's the eye socket, and this is the other eye socket. This is the nose and the mouth, but it's laying there sideways. There's this guy up here too. See, here's his smile across here. There's one eye, and there's the other eye. And you see figures laying in here across, and figures laying down here. There's the face on this rock looking up to the left, to the right. I mean, there's somebody hiding back there. You see his eyes, the top of his head. That's the we've looked at this one many times. That's looking down the spine of it. See, while I'm taking video of the flight, some of these pictures are from the flight that I didn't get the video for, you know. So I have some, and some on this are from the last time I flew the other drone. I got this was the the replacement for I had a bad one. This is the me me. That's the drone. Yeah, an SD card goes right in there. That's where you put the SD card, and it's got a camera. And all of this, I forgot to pull I haven't pulled the protective thing off the lens yet, but it still sees through it. 15. And look, this is that wall of people going across here. Look at them. And you see their arms coming down? The arms. Oh, this is the guy laying here. Look, there's his head, and this is his arm. And it's probably his girlfriend laying coming the other way, but it's a bunch of other people too. Look at the face on that one. He's looking right at us. There's another head, another head. There's a profile of face here. There's another face in here. See, you see the nose and the mouth and the eye. It's there. Okay, next picture. It's better to have too many pictures than not enough. Yeah. See him? He's looking right at you. Look at them. Seeing their arm, they're laying there. They're like sleeping. They're resting in peace. Go in peace. Look at the people underneath here. Look at this guy. He's smiling. This guy's got his tongue out here. See, it's a profile. And there's stuff down below. Look at this. See the two eyes and the nose and the mouth? That guy's laying on his side. What's that greenish thing? I want to know. This is going to show you Google Earth. You can't tell with a picture like this what this green rectangle is, you know? You have to go there and look. I like there's stuff on this. Well, you can't see it with this. Oh, I got pictures from my 35 millimeter too. DSLR pictures. I got a whole bunch of the other side with that. And I was looking at these. These are all like knocked over and they're all like pillars, right? They might have been standing up and this was somebody's little palace there, you know? Probably had a thatched roof and all that. But these are probably the walls of somebody's house that's been knocked over, you know? you got to think like that. That's how archaeologists, you know, there's probably a marmot that lives in there. But look, it's a group of people. There's a head there, one there, another there. There's yeah, and then smaller heads there. And all the people along the top. This guy's got a funny hat. Let's see, he's got a cone head hat. Might be one of them elongated skull guys. And it's just figure after figure. It's like how could they have done that? You know? And I like this pyramid back here. Is that a pyramid? Is that a mount? Or are there dead Atlanteans buried inside that mound? Is it man made? Because this is carved so much, you got to wonder if it's man made or man sculpted. It's man sculpted at least. Oh, look at this. You see these teeth here? That's a big head. That's a big old head there. You see, these are the teeth. There's an eye and there's an eye. They leave a patch of dirt so a plant will grow there. And they know that there will always be a plant grown in that patch of dirt. You see this other face in here, kind of sideways. But you can see an elephant here. Here's the elephant head, the two eyes, and the trunk. That's an elephant. But you see there are people on top. There's heads all over on top of him. And there's somebody there and somebody there and somebody on top. There's two eyes. Maybe the top of his head's missing. Probably rolled. There's probably another rock up here that somebody knocked off, and it's down at the bottom down here somewhere. The rest of his head. But these are teeth down here. Those are his teeth. That's a mouth. And these are the teeth. All the way around. Okay, next picture. Yeah, you see somebody here. Look at the two eyes, the mouth, the nose, and the hair. And two eyes. People on top. People don't see what's hidden in plain sight. Forrest trying to wake people up. Get people to open their eyes. Get out in nature and open their eyes and see what's hidden in plain sight. Ooh, wouldn't that be a nice spot to put it right there? And you'd have to get up there somehow. See, there's somebody laying there. Here's his skull, his head, his eye. He's looking up that way. Here's his shoulder. See, he's just laying there. He's resting in peace. Here's another head here. The two eyes, and the mouth. He's got a crown on, but his crown has got other people in his crown. This is Ezekiel stuff, you know, four heads, head on each side and all that stuff. You know, when they made Adam out of mud, here he is. Adam made out of mud. There's somebody's butt. See that butt right there? Ain't that somebody's butt? Can you get up top? There he is. Yeah, it's my butt. See the three people going across that rock, but it makes a face from a distance. See this group of people here. There's the alien. See one head, two head, three heads. There's three people sitting in that group. They don't see, you know, we were talking about Davio and stuff was resting in peace. Yeah, that's what they, you know, like the Indian, when they painted him with his eyes open. And he wanted his eyes closed because That's his spirit resting. He wants to be resting with his eyes closed. Look at him. See him up there? The eyes. There's two heads, but they're sharing the middle eye. And there's another guy up here. Yeah. Let's go look through there. So Rio Grande River is on the other side of that. There's this hole, and then I think there were three holes like that in this set of formations. You see, in the Rio Grande River is just right. Yeah, it's just on the other side of these hills right here. It goes right. You can probably see the river right there going down. But this is where it chokes at the choke point of the San Luis Valley, where the Rio Grande River leaves the San Luis Valley. Look at him. You see him? He's got the nose, the two eyes. He's got people on top of him. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, what's out the window? Wondering what's out there. This is an interesting looking area here. See, there's a kind of a platform right here. And there's all these figures. See, the drone's up close to the rock, and I'm looking, down along the edge. And you can see these are like temple gods. Here's an elephant trunk symbol. There's somebody laying here. See, look at the eyes. They're looking up at you. See the two eyes, and the nose, and the mouth with the dark hair. And there's another figure there and somebody else over here. Look at them all. It looks like a pile of skulls, because there's so many people. Look at that one. And right above them. All along here. But Forrest said he took it with him. He took it where the spirits are. There's this group of people. You can't see a group of people in there, and I like that face. Look at that. Look, their face is painted on the rocks, barely visible still. Look, here's a couple. There's one head, and there's the other head, and the two eyes. Like you can barely see some of this stuff, and with the camera you can get closer and all. But still, with the lichens cleaned off, it'd be amazing. Simply, just amazing what is there. Just see, here's E.T. Yeah. Look at this guy. This guy's like some Roman emperor. He's even got a feather coming out his head. See, with the two dark eyes and the feather thing out his head. And then there's somebody over on this rock right here, a profile. And a couple people, it just goes on and on. And here's some colored rocks. I think we've seen them from another angle. I'll go to the next picture. See, doesn't it, this is a whole line of people. This is their heads. I'm running the mouse across. There's even one there with a couple arms. And look, here's his knees. This is a stick man sitting there with his two arms out in front of him. Looks like an elephant behind him. And oh, there's a lot there. Yeah, same thing. Different picture, same. Look at this whole group of growing across there. Can you see the line of people all the way across here? Faces hiding up in there too. Look at them. There's 3 of them in there. And there's a big haunty face there. There's somebody there. Look at that face. You can't tell me that's not a 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. Here's Fred Flintstone. Standing here. Look, this is the guy with the beard. This is his arm, his elbow right here. There's his face. That's his nose. And he's got a little pointy hat. And look at these figures behind him. These eyes with the dark paint, white face with dark rainbow or raccoon face. Is raccoon face okay? Now you see the woman laying here. There's her head. Here's her shoulder. Here's her body. Here's her legs. See, it's a woman laying there, and she's got something around her neck, it looks like, and hanging. See this thing hanging around her? But there's somebody else right here. And is that a phallus in between her legs? and here's somebody here. Here's their back end, their butt, and their leg coming out, and they're like climbing up onto that rock. But what's his face here? We'll go look closer. Okay. And you see, I'm still standing. You can probably see me in here. That's me right there. That's me. That's how far away it is. I'm just pixels. And these aren't real high resolution that the camera this camera takes. The drone camera. Move along. Try and get to some of the others I've got on here. This group here. See this head laying, there's the eye, the mouth, the nose. It's the nose, eye. He's looking up. That's why the lumberjack's looking up. You notice a lot of these figures are looking up. Here's a whole group of people back here. I know that guy. Look at them. They're all along here. This is an amazing spot. I have to go back there again. And you see, there's the Sangre de Cristos, and the great sand dunes are like right in there. So they're right there. That's where the great sand dunes are, right there. And it's this guy in here. Okay, next picture. I had to get the ones out from my 35 millimeter. Now here you see this is the face. There's an eye. That's an eye. His mouth is here. His nose is here. This is a big head laying there in the sand, and there's another face on it. But oh, see, there's people down lower. Okay, turn that light out. Stop the glare. I don't know why it's glaring up there. Is my computer doing other computer? No. Yeah, because this stuff up here, it's not. That's like a reflection. This stuff here. That ghosty face. See, the ghost face move. See. So don't pay attention to this shadow up here. But these people are here. Look at this. He's got like a purple, little golden crown on his head. I gotta go see if what's that. Indian head. Yeah, I got pictures of Indian head. These people have been, they left these messages behind 14,000 years ago. Look at the teeth. Look at those teeth. You see the teeth going across there? Nice. There's somebody else in here. Who's that one? Forrest knows him. Probably furred. And you see there's just human figures all across here. Here's looks like somebody on their knees. See, this is the knee, the lower leg, the upper leg, buttocks. There's somebody, look, this guy's got red hair. He's a redhead. And there's people on top. There's always people on top. People on the bottom support them. Yeah, I took several pictures of that, huh? Oh, look at that. You see this is a head, this is a head, but it looks like they're crawling or something here. And look at this. Somebody with a red shirt, and see, there's their eyes. They're laying there. And this is somebody with their head resting on them. Everybody had their own King Tut tomb back in that day. Yeah. And look at this big face on here. Look at the two eyes and the mouth, the nose. That face. With the other face on its forehead. You see it, they're over, everything's overlaps. And if you go out bigger, you go out further back, then you see what the whole hillside is a figure. Like that. You see, there's a head there, and his body's laying on. There's bodies laying underneath here. Here's the head and the shoulder and the butt and the legs, and there's just somebody else laying there. It's just, it's like they piled all the bodies up as rocks. They made Adam and Eve out of mud. They made these people out of mud too. Yeah, see, and that's my car there. That's my car down there. Yeah, you take a 9 and you flip it upside down. Not rotate it, flip it upside down. A 9, and it's a D. You see here, that's a head, and this is his body. And this is a bigger head, his body. You know what I'm saying? So what's underground there? What's under the dirt around it? Who knows? Now, this is the other side of the hill. This is the other side of the ridge. Those were all one side of the ridge. But you see, and you can see this face, this head here, and there's a woman next to him. Wish I knew it was making that dark, or that reflection. Like it's got to be my other screen. There you go. Because now you can see these faces up and going across here and up here. People in there. People don't see this stuff because they don't have an eye for abstract art. This is why he talks about abstract art, abstract artists. Look at him. And you see what that is? Here's the man, and here's the elephant. There's the elephant trunk. That's the elephant. And the man hugging his elephant. I love it. That's what it's all about right there. Man and mammoth. Forrest said he'd know when somebody found it. He knows somebody's found it. This is the other rock I was flying around. This is the backside of that. Look at this inside here. Look at all that going on in there. Face there. There's people. This is hiding in a. This is like where they had to fire and turn the wall black, and then they etched the wall out and left. That's where a blaze was. And you know what? I should go turn over some of them rocks. Yeah, right in here. Look, what's going on here? That's enough to bury the treasure. Cover it with rocks. You know, I wasn't considering this area, but yeah, this is my other area. I went and it's getting drawn up back to that one. Now it's going back and forth between two different places. But look at all, see all the people? There, look at this guy holding up. Look, there's a face in the middle here. It's obvious. There's an eye. There's another eye. There's his mouth. And he's got his arms. He's holding that rock up, the two rocks up. They're squeezing the other rock in between. Look, see that rock's got a big face on it. There's people in here. That guy in there. Ooh. Look at this guy. Ooh. And the face is in there. This guy in there. Has he got a donut on his forehead? Yeah, you know, look at this face here. Look at that, cool. That's the nose. There's his eye. There's his mouth. It's kind of a profile, you know? Looks like a grumpy guy. And there's his wife. She's got a big nose. And read scrapbook 116. If you don't believe what I'm telling you, read scrapbook 116. Oh, look at that. Look, it's a hand. These are the fingers. These are the fingers. It's double blazes. Aha! Where's the other hand? Where's the other hand? That's awesome. Oh, look at this. That's another picture. There's that hand. What's in here? You know, there's so much hidden in there. So much hidden in there. I got to put a magnet higher up on my little stick I made. I had a piece of aluminum wire, aluminum with where is it? There. Get back on this. I have a hole in the shelf that I stick the wire in, and I got the magnet on there. But here we see there's the happy guy inside the thing holding these rocks up over his head. And that's an amazing spot. All these people on top of him. Look at the face on top. See him? Look at him. Is that Forrest? Him in the middle? This is his smile, the eyes. Down here. In my other area, you see it's full of people in there. I actually went and carved all these rocks myself. Yeah. Or had the time to draw them all. Yeah, that don't happen, you know. No, these are real. This is Atlantis. Plato said Atlantis had lots of elephants and plenty of grasses to feed them all, and that the plains were 10,000 stadia across, which is 1,200 miles, which is our Great Plains. And the San Luis Valley, Plato mentioned as the large rectangular valley surrounded by high mountains covered with crystals. That's badass, man. This bright area, that's a sun circle from the lens. So it didn't, you know, it comes out looking reddish, but it's not. Look at him. Is he baking the pie? I gotta go back to this place tomorrow. Look, there's a head on this rock that's being held up here. See the two eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. There's another shot of it. Okay. You see there's figures all along there. Move on to a different rock formation. This is about where I parked my RV right in front of these. And they're right outside my door where I go camping in one of the spots I go in the summer. Look at this. You see him sitting there? Look, here's his legs. There's his head. There's his shoulders. His hands are coming down between, but he's holding somebody in front of him. There's his child or something standing, and he's got another kid on the other lap. Who know, you know, but and then there's a woman. So a man and a woman, you know, or a man and two women. But yeah, he's there. Look at them all across there. It's just, it's amazing. Now this is a different one. Yeah. See, this is a different hole in the rock because it's not the guy holding the thing over with holding the head up, but there's other figures. Oh, look at that. You see that? The nose, the eye, the mouth, this head here. And there's somebody right here too. And that's a mouth and eye and eye. Well, they're mostly doing people. You see, see the teeth and the eye. It's a profile of a face. This is the skull here. But and see, there's people up in. Pull them down low. There's people in there too. You see, they're just everywhere. To do all of what I've seen, would take thousands of years. This wasn't done by no Pueblos. And the Hopi, they say the white men were here before us. And a lot of these are depicted with white faces. See the guy sitting there? See, here's his face and his arm, and here's his legs. This guy, he's sitting on my thumb. My hand is a chair. And that could be an elephant trunk coming down from somewhere and up and in front of him. See, there's people behind him. This guy's teeth, his nose, his woman, people all along there. Where's my DSLR? And I'm going to plug that in next. Can't see through concrete. This is the same wall. There you can see that face. This is the nose, the eye, the mouth. Yeah, trying to encircle the head, the face. They're just all over the place. You see, there's somebody laying here on top. There's somebody laying there resting in peace. Where warm waters halt is worth the cold. Now, do you see it? This is like the class picture, man. And his story with all the African statues, standing there, all grouped up like this. Here's see, there's the family unit. The man, the woman, and the kids around them. and see this guy's legs. And it's just amazing what's there. It's the I call it the Mammoth. I was calling it the Mammoth Temples of Colorado, and and uh, and then that's what I call the raw rock pictures and stuff. But I call the art that I make Galleria de Atlante. So you see, there's a big head here. This is the eye and the mouth. And here you see some people in there and the arms coming around. It's like people sitting on other people's laps or so. And that might be, that's an elephant trunk, I believe. No salamanders. No salamanders. Leave your salamanders at home. And people talk about, Indian sites and stuff. Well, Colorado took all the Indian land. There's very little land that they let the Indians keep, and this was a sacred place to them. They don't like it that maybe a white man found it. But you see, there's the two eyes, the nose. This is the head, but there's other figures on the face. I can see there's other figures laying around this hole. I'm gonna go check that blaze tomorrow because it is a blaze because the black charcoal. It was like where there was a fire. There's a you can see there's very little left. This is twice as old as the pyramids. It's 13, 14,000 years old. So, is this the lumberjack with the axe? Yeah, it's the color of stones that Plato said that Atlantis had. This is a neat formation here. Do you see the guy in there? Okay, I'm going to switch to picture from my DSLR because I got a whole bunch more of these from today, and continue without formatting. Stupid. Like you take a memory card and you put it in the computer. Oh, I want to format that. I want to format it. No. Oh my. Yeah, these are today's. See, this is a big head. There's a nose, the eyes, and it's somebody laying there with their hands folded on their chest. But I haven't. Usually, I can put them in my photo editor and lighten them up because they're sometimes dark, hard to see. But this would be higher detail than this. He's got bird shit on his face. Try and zoom in an area that's better lit. You see, look at this face here. The eyes and the nose and the mouth. There's somebody there. That guy, egg face again. Oh, look at this little figure sitting here. It's like a little angel sitting there or something. Look at there. Can you see this face with the eye and the mouth, the nose? This face. Somebody there. Look at this. Look at that. Look. It's Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. Look at him. Oh, look at that face there. It's just badass, badass. Everywhere you look, it's like, that's badass. Oh, look at him. Look, it's Joe Biden. Right there, Creepy Joe. There's eye, then eye. Here's his nose. Here's his mouth. His face is in here. Like Ewoks are freaking nothing, man. Look, this whole row of people sitting across here. Look at this. They're sitting across here. 1, 2, 3, 4 people right there. And what's going on here? Well, somebody's standing there too. Oh, he's climbing up there. There's so much going on in it. Yeah. See? There's Emperor. Yeah, you can watch it. It replays, and you'll see. And it's when your eyes are heavy when you see the stuff the best. Yeah, that's where we were looking already, huh? Zip, 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 zip. Okay, yeah, this one I wanted. That's the guy with the elephant, with the mammoth. So here's the man, and there's the mammoth, the trunk coming down. But there's also a woman's face in there, I'm sure. And there's a woman on his neck. Must be a tattoo. What's coming out his mouth? Look at those teeth. Look at those eyes. He's got a beard. There's somebody down here. Oh, it looks like a horse or something here, huh? Yeah, can you see it? I don't know. Okay, next. Yeah, this is a Marvel gaze for sure. Let's get another angle on this pile. Is it in there? Oh, look. See the guy laying there's his head. Here's his butt. Here's his arm. Here's his leg and his foot. Here's a whole group in here. See her? Look and see, look, she's, I mean, this art, if it was cleaned up, I can imagine, you know, you see her right in the middle there, and you know it's a her because she's got these nice knockers. Look at this guy. Look at the ear, the eye, and the nose, and the beard. His chest. Oh, see, yeah, see, and there's his leg down here. He's leaning in there. Whatever. Look at that face there. You see him? See the mouth and the eyes and the mouth. There's another. See a head there and a head there. And ghostly looking around that hole. There's a little fireplace scene. Look at that. Da, da, da. Check your dreams. Like Forrest says, when he wakes up, he likes to close his eyes a little longer, you know, do a little more dreaming. That kind of imagination. This is Mr. Soul of Brothers Grimm's. Shout out, Brothers Grimm. Oh, okay. Look at them. They're still resting in there. The eyes. I mean, these things were sculpted and nobody's climbed up there and disturbed it. Pretty hairy. Oh, yeah. Some of those out there would be. That's what Forrest talks about the Peyote Church, Quanah Parker, and the Peyote Church. The drugs of the chase. You're like, you know, cow lasers, you can't mention marijuana, but Forrest Fenn talks about peyote. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's freaky looking. Oh, it's a plant. It looks neat. And look at this. See, they're just everywhere. People in the rocks. And I don't believe in mud fossils. Not real without the worm. Oh, the early bird gets the worm. Oh, wow. Look at this sculpted on here. What is it? Because you can see there's stuff sculpted on there. It's like a woman. See, one leg's up and one's down. We better move along. See the figure in here? This guy there. Look at the guy on the end. Big old grumpy smile and big eyes. Thanks for queuing. What's he doing? Is this little shelf like his father sitting there with the bookshelf behind him? Is that the bookshelf? No. So you can hike over up through here and go over to the other side. This ridge is maybe a quarter mile long. Yeah, that's a creepy looking, huh? And there's a face in here too. You see the eye and the eye, the mouth, and then this other head on top of it. Just head down here. Fireplace again. A blaze. Yeah. That's the one holding it up. See, this is another angle. It's still a face in the middle with the two arms, with the arm on either side, lifting that mass up. And I haven't run these through my art program yet. Look at this guy sitting up here. There's his head, there's his butt, his back, his arm, his legs. There's the face on the side. Right there. There's the eye socket. No, and there's a little Moses. Did you see him? Right there, this head. It's everywhere. This is the trove for all to seek. Part of it. It's massive. I told Forrest, your treasure is too big to take home. Your trove is too huge. How you weigh now? Meek and deer. Meek. No place for the meek. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf. Look at that little guy in there. Oh, we looked at him before. We've been here. Ooh. Let's look in this pile of rocks again. There's some wood there. Ta-da! Return to the place for the first time. Like Atlantis. They ain't found Atlantis. Be the first to return to Atlantis. Look at that head right there. That's a blaze right there. That burnt spot. So I've got to go there and look under them rock, that pile of rocks. to marry the two, the treasures that are waiting for the person. Read the book jacket, the front book jacket, and he says that it's the thrill of the chase is making that discovery. Look at this. See the head, and it's like a skirt and a leg coming out here. This head, this person here next to him. Look at that guy up there. You see him? This one up here. That looks like Gaddafi right there. We'll call him Omar. That's Omar Gaddafi, one of his ancestors. I've been watching these, the UK Time Team, BBC or whatever, and they do archaeology and stuff. I like that. Look, it's ding, 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 like the dominoes fell over. You know? That's intentional, like that. Look at that face in there. You see him? He's like Caesar. He's like, it looks like some Roman emperor, you know? You see there's an eye, the other eye, big nose, his chin. There's the other face. This guy up here, this is the guy hugging the elephant. But it's also a woman's face. Depends on how you look at it. Well, that was it right there, huh? Yeah, see? That's the close-up I got of it. Because I could tell something was there. So I zoom in. See the light coming through two places there. You didn't hear that, did you? Look at him. That's cool. He'll make some good art. It's no place for the meek. Sorry. Yeah. Scare him away. You should have seen the Amish people run when I showed them this stuff. Trying to move on to another, different rocks. Oh, that moved on to. Oh, this was way up the other, across the valley. But you can see there's faces on the, you know. You gotta have a good lens and a good eye. See this guy standing here. There's something here, an arm or elephant trunk coming around. And there's somebody over here. There's people in there. There's faces on these rocks. That guy biting my finger. He's got an acorn head. Oh, look at this guy back here. Look back there. That one. That guy back there. That's why Forrest Fenn said bring a flashlight. Spooky. Look, there's a guy laying in there. There's a body laying in there. People, dead people from Atlantis. Yeah, I took some pictures across the valley. Look at that big head. And this, see this brown? I don't know what that is. Is that like pottery clay that's been plastered on there? It hadn't worn off? Because I know they stuccoed things and they used clay, and they could color their rocks and all that. Most of the color used the green. This light color is all lichens that are growing on them. Like, look at that guy's teeth. Man. See the teeth right here? It's the eyes. The pine trees are up. These once I found that there were ancient ruins and stuff where all of Forrest Fenn's stories are like this. His stories, his drawings in the book are on the canyon walls. I found all of them. I go exploring. This is more of the stuff that I found that I find around the valley. I can show you the trees. I was just showing you recent pictures. I've shown the trees before. But the trees aren't carved like rock. The rocks are what are carved. So even where there's trees, I have a lot of pictures that I'm not focused on the trees. I'm focused on the shapes in the rocks. The blaze isn't something in a tree. The blaze is on a rock. The wooden Moses, he's in the wood. There's some trees. There's some trees. Yeah, man. But you see, you take pictures of trees all day long, you're not going to get this stuff, you know? And this is like a number 2 there or something. And there's this, what's this guy doing down here? See, he's a happy Atlantean. And you see, they're showing a black guy and a white guy. Black guy and a white woman, mate. I don't know. And look at the people here, these 2 people. Imagine when there was still do you see the trees? Somebody wanted to see trees. The beat of the drum and the whoop of the dance. That's what that is right there. That's what that is. This guy's beating the drum. He's there on his knees and he's beating the drum, and this guy's dancing. And you see the trees on top. There's trees all over the place. Trees, trees growing out of their heads. Do you see that face? You get it in the hole. There. I don't need to hold it for these. And there's the reverse of it. And you see the knee and the leg under here, and there's her head, but there's another head. There's two heads there. There's this big head and there's a little head here. And there's people on the side here. Naked ladies. You can see the face looking down on them. Forrest wanted us to find the art in nature. Only 9 watching. Oh, it's after midnight here. How long have I been on? 1:52. We'll call it 2 hours and real soon here. This is amazing art. Dobby, I don't know how Gorman does it. And he found a dog. He found a dog. Yeah, I got the rest of the population of Atlantis. You can't, the head's at the top. Somebody upside down. We're all time travelers, yeah. Yeah, I want to see Alan Parsons. Some other place, some other time. That's what it's all about. Looking out there, wondering if somebody's looking back at you. Look up at that star and wonder if there's somebody on that star looking back. You see this? You see the knees, the legs here, the hand, arm, and this is the hand, and the arm, the elbow, the shoulder, and here's the head up here. There's somebody sitting there with their hands together on their knees. It's where I get my talking rocks. Look at that. Let's see this art in here. This is like a profile face. It's got some weird crown stuff going on. It's a tree in the middle. Face is behind there. You see the 2 eyes and the hair, but the face is behind this tree. But the 2 eyes are 2 other people. And there's something going on over here in this. It's a telepathic form of communication almost. I'm getting letters from Atlantis. That's maybe what I'll name the documentary. And look, is that? That's almost it's almost 7/6, but it's more like a backward E instead of a 7. Because you see, this looks like some kind of writing here, some kind of lettering. There's faces across here. And that big guy on the end. Yeah, Moses is an important figure. Charlton Heston played Moses. And Charlton Heston says, "From my cold dead hands." And the frogs in the chest hint that when he croaks, it's over. It's not over till he croaks. It's from my cold dead hands. Okay, so yeah, somebody wanted to see the trees. So I'm showing ones in the area with trees. But I go exploring and find this stuff everywhere. All kinds of places. The Albanians ruled the earth more than once. Yeah, these people were here 15, 20,000 years ago. 13 to 30,000 years ago. They dug up a mammoth in San Diego, and there were marks from human tools with the mammoth, and it was 250,000 years old. 250,000 years ago, they were hunting mammoths here. By this time, that's neat. See with the thing on the head and the face next to him. There's Brown. It's right below his home. Oh, yeah, I'm plugged in. How much battery I got? Battery's 100%. My new phone's killer. Well, it's an old phone. It's a G7. But you see the woman's face in here? Inside here? And look at her hair. Man. It's like, and there's two other people there. iPhones aren't wireless. Oh. Well, from the cell phone tower, it basically goes on fiber optic. There she is again. See, and all the people, all the people. Con Julio. Yeah. There's a whole lot of it. Forrest said there's 10 billion blazes out there. I've only got 60,000 of them so far. That looks like a bottle there with the bottle top. Look at people going across the top up here. There's one of the frogs. I gotta check that. That is a frog. But I have checked it, you know. And a lot of these rocks, they go in the ground a lot further than what you see, you know. So you can't really just roll them over. Okay, that's 2 hours. Yeah, enough. We're down to six. Down to six. We'll leave it with that shot. All right. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching, putting up with my picture. Yeah, the frogs. The frogs. It's over when Forrest Fenn croaks. Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. We'll end it with their picture on there. Yep. Take it easy. Adios, Captain Froggy. I remember Froggy. All right. We'll see you.